Good morning. Well, gardening can sometimes be very glamorous because there's so many exquisite things in the garden. But sometimes it can be kind of unglamorous too, when you're getting your hands all dirty and your feet are all mucky and you drag it into the house. I've heard about that. So today I'm going to start with the glamorous and end with the unglamorous. I'm going to start by showing you this extraordinary iris in my garden. You're just going to be stunned by its beauty. And then I'm going to clean out my tower garden behind me. It's done with its sort of winter planting, and I'm going to clean out all the little sockets and start again and have a spring-summer planting. So I want to show you what that looks like, even though I've never done it before. And we'll start again. Look at this stunner. It has sort of a mustard-colored fall, ruffled at the edges, with a yellow beard and this very white standard. It surprised me this morning. I knew it was coming up, but when it just unfurled itself, I was so delighted. And I don't exactly know the name, but I'm excited because there's another couple coming as well. So that's the glamorous part of gardening. So you can see that my tower garden is done. I've already taken out the cilantro. There's probably some arugula that I'll be able to harvest, and definitely a few of these new little lettuce pieces, but most of it is done. And I used all the spinach. There's these large towers here of lettuce. I might use some of those at the top. I'm going to have a taco salad tonight for dinner. But it's time to take it apart and try again. So let's see how that works. So the first thing you have to do is that you have to unmoor the little plants from their pots and from the tower garden itself. So first I'm going to pop it out. Sometimes that is easy, sometimes it's not. Okay, so now I've pulled it out, but as I pull it out, you can see it has very long roots that have been growing. The cilantro's roots were even longer. And now I'm not able to actually just pull it out because it is, bound at the bottom. So I'm going to cut this off and then pull it out. All right, let's get this little piece off. Okay, now let's see. There, he popped out. Okay, so he popped out. Now I'm going to put the little pocket back in. I'm actually probably going to clean him up a little bit too, but for the moment I'll just put him back in. And then I want you to see the bottom of this. This is the rook wool that it has been living in, that the little seed lived in. And when you pull it apart, you can see how it's grown. I thought that perhaps I would save the rook wool for the next planting, but that's not possible because the roots have so invaded it in such an intricate way that you're not able to separate it out in a large enough chunk to use it again. So I'll just have to throw the rook wool out and start again. So that's it. So I'm going to throw the rook wool out. This little guy is going to go in the trash. Bye-bye. And I'm going to do that to all of these. Getting the arugula out has been a big, big challenge because he has really deep roots. Oh my goodness gracious, look at all those roots. Whew. But I'm going to use him for dinner. Talk about an unglamorous job. I had to take apart the tower garden on the top to get this last little guy out. That was celery. And look at the inside. You can see his roots going all the way down. Look at him. Whoa, that's a big root. Okay, so I got him out, but you can see I'm gonna have to clean this whole thing because there's still roots in there. And then if you look at this piece that I took apart, there's lots of roots and gunky stuff in there. It's like that TV show, Dirty Jobs. All right, here I go, cleaning. Well, here's more glamour. I really had to take it apart because there was so much gunk, which is now, of course, on my shirt and on my glasses and on my face. All this yuck. It's splattered all over me. So I'm gonna clean all that out, but I just thought you might like to see the interior as well. Kind of gunky and icky. I'm gonna clean it out, but it still has a lot of roots in it. And then, of course, the top. And now that I'm cleaning it out, I'm going to put the wheels on it, so I'll be able to turn it around and let it get lots of sun in a 360-degree turn. So, okay, continuing. I'm going to clean out the bottom of the tub because it looks like it has a little bit of grime or maybe mold, even just dirt. So I'm going to do that. I emptied the water over in the gravel near the veg garden. Of course, it completely flooded and all is now pooling back into the patio. That was a definite fail. So I'm going to install this. It's a dolly for the tower garden, but of course, you have to assemble it. I have to do this for 20 screws. I'm not looking forward to it, I'll tell you that. Look what my buddy got for me. Done. This is a way bigger job than I had expected as I began this morning, and very unglamorous. But look, success. The dolly is holding up the water bin, and you can see, look, woo, it rolls. So that's a good thing. Making progress. Well, I'm done. I finished cleaning the tower garden. It was a really big job. It was a bigger job than I had expected. Here's some of the things that I learned. Number one, these little packets are harder to take out than they are to put in, and they sometimes break. A few of them did have a little bit of a plastic break in them. I think they're still usable, but at some point you'll have to buy new ones. Number two, the rookwood that you put the little plants in so that they can be situated in these little pots doesn't last because it becomes entwined with the plants. So I'll have to buy all new rookwood. And yeah, number three, it's a bigger job to clean the tower garden than you thought. But it's worth it because I'm outside listening to the birds and enjoying the sun. So it was a lovely day in the tower garden world, and I'm excited for its new chapter. P.S. Look what I can do. Yay! And here's the glamour behind all of that tower garden work. Look at this gorgeous lettuce, ready for the taco salad tonight. Worth it!